Have you ever traveled to a different culture and felt like you didn't fit in? We often call this culture shock. We see and understand things from the viewpoint of our time and place. If we don't take the time to study the place we are visiting, we struggle to communicate and risk misunderstanding or offending people who are different from us. We often forget that the Bible was not written in our time and culture. The New Testament is set in a time when Jews were under the Roman rule. Greco-Roman culture, mythology, and philosophy were infiltrating the Jewish society, and the Greek language united the Roman Empire. The Bible was written in this unifying language. The Romans oversaw the Jewish leadership council called the Sanhedrin, which was led by the high priest. However, the high priest was established and replaced by the Roman government rather than through Jewish tradition. Roman influence was ever present in those times. There was constant fear and oppression from the Romans. The Jews struggled to worship God according with their tradition. Imagine going to church and having a squad of soldiers from North Korea monitoring the premises. That would put most of us on edge. The Pax Romana, or Roman peace, was enforced by military might, but it brought some forms of stability to the empire. The Roman Empire built significant roadways and enhanced trade in Europe. Some of this trade involved transportation by sea, but more frequently, the Romans used roads. Also, since so much of Western Europe was conquered by them, the Romans needed roads to move their troops around quickly. A good road system also made it easier for the emperors to control their empire, as messages and orders could be sent quickly. This becomes important when the apostles began their missionary journey. The roads allowed for the teaching of Christ and the letters of Peter, Paul, and others to rapidly spread through the known world. Although the Roman Empire brought some stability and wealth, it was plagued with political fighting between the Roman generals Julius Caesar and Pompey. After defeating Pompey, Caesar took dictatorial power and was eventually assassinated by the senatorial rebellion. Octavian and Antony squelched the rebellion, but later had their own conflict where Octavian defeated the forces of Antony and Cleopatra. Octavian eventually took on the title of Augustus around 27 BC. This is the Augustus who sent out a decree that all the people should be taxed. This decree brought Mary and Joseph to Bethlehem. When Pompey took Jerusalem, he entered the temple, which was an insult to the Jews. This generated suspicion and growing Jewish animosity towards the Romans. A militant Jewish group called Zealots sought to take their land back from the Romans by force, and in AD 66, the Jews revolted against the Romans. The unrest in Roman politics and the tension among the Jews looking for the Messiah set the stage for Caesar to kill anyone who threatened to overthrow his empire. This can better help us understand why Christ was crucified. We often assume the Bible is written in a sterile environment, or we project our experience and our culture into the text. Studying the historical context of the Bible gives us a better understanding of the life and teaching of Christ and the rapid spread of the gospel in the first century. It can begin to answer questions about Jesus' radical teaching like, if a soldier tells you to carry his gear a mile, carry it too. Or why the Sanhedrin had to get the Romans to kill Jesus. Maybe you don't understand why the soldiers at Jesus' tomb were bribed to keep their mouths shut about the resurrection. Or why the Jews wanted to kill Jesus in the first place. I want to encourage you to explore the time and culture of what you're reading in the Bible. It will enhance your study as you seek to know God.